Renowned criminologist Dr. Katherine Ramsland has studied and written books on over 200 serial killers, but it's an accomplice that takes center stage in a new investigation discovery documentary she's featured in. The serial killer's apprentice puts Elmer Wayne Henley Jr. firmly in the spotlight for his part in Houston's notorious Candyman Killer case, and she joins me now. Good morning, Doctor. How are you?
Good morning, Elliott. I'm very well, thank you.
Well, this is a fascinating case, but for those who may not be familiar with the subject, who was Dean Corll, otherwise known as the Candyman Killer, and what part did Henley Jr. play in his reign of terror in the 1970s?
So from 1970 to 1973, Dean Corll, a sexual predator, picked off teenage boys, torturing them and murdering them, burying them in mass graves. He used two teenage accomplices. The first one was David Brooks, and David Brooks later brought in Wayne Henley. So the two of them together were assisting Dean Corll in these horrendous murders.
Yeah, it's not unusual for some serial killers to have some kind of accomplice, but what makes this story and Henley's actions unique when comparing them to other serial killer cases?
Well, Henley's the only accomplice to have killed the killer to end it, and he certainly is one of the compliant accomplices. It's not something he wanted to do, but found himself more or less trapped into doing it.
What is it about the macabre and shocking crimes such as this one that draws viewers in their millions and just, so fascinated and interested about stories like this?
Well, I think there's a mystery, especially about compliant accomplices, as to why they would be involved and why would they continue to be involved. But with Henley, certainly, why did he then also kill the killer? And then why did he lead police to the bodies? He didn't have to have done that. He could have been a hero, saving two kids and himself. But instead, he wanted the families to get their boys back. And so he led police to the mass graves in a boat shed on a beach and at a lakefront.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to know, how did your fascination and interest and dedication and direction in this kind of career take off? What sparked your fascination with this kind of, criminology?
I knew of a serial killer in my hometown when I was growing up, and I wanted to write the story of it for a website that was starting up in the 1990s, and that got me into writing for the Court TV website. And in the meantime, I was also studying forensic psychology, so it kind of all came together. And I was doing so much focus on extreme offenders like serial killers that it became my specialty.
Yeah, well, as with this case where you spent 60 hours speaking with Henley Jr. about, some horrific crimes, how do you unwind and decompress? And if I'm being completely honest, I'm kind of want to hear more about your horse, Sonny.
Sonny would love to know that you want to hear about him. That is exactly how I decompress. I go to a horse farm. I work on the property. I ride Sonny. It was a project because he was in need of somebody to help him. He had been lame, and for me, it was terrific to be able to heal this horse to the point where I can now ride him and spend time with him. And he's wondering why I'm doing this instead of being with him right now.
Well, I totally understand that. I know horses are great listeners as well. Before we have to let you go, Doctor, what do you hope viewers take away from the documentary itself?
I hope they take away that it's really important to listen to kids who might end up being lured into this kind of partnership, who don't want to be there and really need help and don't know how to get it, because Wayne did try to get help, and the adults he talked to dismissed him, and I think that's pretty tragic. He wants adults to understand the importance of listening.
Well, Dr. Ramsland, thank you so much for your time this morning. Say hi to Sonny for me.
I will, thank you.
Thank you. The Serial Killer's Apprentice is available to stream right now on HBO Max.